This is Retro. I'm back. Hey, you see the picture that I have on my face? Every subject I would be talking about for now because I got new creative ways on YouTube for my video. But if you see a picture in front of me, that's the subject I'm talking about. So and some I'm gonna do kooky or funny or whatever, try to be funny or whatever. But you will see a picture in front of me. What the subject I'm talking about. And today's subject I'm talking about is Microsoft in last place, and Phil Spencer came out himself was talking about how Microsoft continue to be in third place, in the console war. And my question is, why Microsoft continue to be in third place and they owning all these studios? And my opinion is, I don't see no change of faith changing Microsoft by buying Activision. I don't see the changing of faith. And here's why I state my case on that one. For example, me, I got a lot of video games and I got a lot of projectors, that I own. My thing is, I just use one or two projectors, and I got so many projectors that I just got just sitting around, that's in stores and other places just sitting around, and I barely use them. But I use one or two special projectors, but I don't use the rest of them. I'm finna get a short throw soon, so I just use one or two projectors out of them projectors that I own. Okay, and even though I have a lot of, that's the same thing with Microsoft. Even when it comes down to games, I got a whole lot of games, but I haven't beat any on games that I own. I just play a few games, and sometimes that I can play a one game and keep beating it many times over. And even though I haven't beat the other ones, that I have, like I got Elder Ring, I haven't beat that. I got Yakuza, I haven't beat that. I got a lot of other games that I barely played. I just own them, which is a good thing. I love owning stuff. And that's the same way I feel about Microsoft. Microsoft had more studios than Sony combined. No lie. They get Activision, then that's more studios than Sony. That's another notch on their belt. But the problem is, Microsoft still in third place. Phil come out himself and say why Microsoft still in third place. And Sony continue to sell more consoles and still sell more games than Microsoft, and Sony just got a handful of studios. If I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. Cause my thing is, wasn't the purpose Microsoft buying all these studios and you still in third place? You still losing. You have all these fanboys on Twitter talking about the FTC. How Phil Spencer lawyer treat FTC, but at the same time, the results, you still in third place. You still in last place. Ain't nothing going up. Ain't nothing going up. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, they talking about Starfield. I was talking about Starfield being 30 frames per second, which just ain't no big deal to me. I play a lot of games at 30 frames per second, so that ain't no big deal to me. But when Microsoft come out and say, we got the most powerful console, we got 12 teraflops, but you won't see no 12 teraflops or nothing like that. When it come down to their system, and they playing Starfield at 30 frames per second, and then you got Star Wars Outlaw looking better than Starfield, and Starfield been in the making for years. Let that sink in. I think Ubisoft, if I'm wrong, correct me, I think Ubisoft have Star Wars Outlaw, and that game look beautiful. I'm willing to buy that. And it's a third party. While Microsoft, Starfield don't look closer, nothing to it. You see beautiful planets and stuff like that, but that's don't convince me to buy an Xbox. Like I said, under the comment, prove me if I'm wrong. So you got all these, Xbox and and other people celebrating Phil with the court cases, but at the same time to buy Activision, but I still don't see them in first place because of Call of Duty or any of the other games. And you know what's going on with Call of Duty right now. and the boycott that going on with them right now, it's almost like a Bud Light thing that's going on. So my thing is this. I think that's not gonna change their fate whatsoever. Cause the thing is, if you not letting the graphics and the game do its talking, man, people is not going to buy. Like I'm hearing this rumor talking about Final Fantasy, because I don't have the game. Final Fantasy 16 is running at 720p. My thing is, do they have any 20p games? Only for the PS3. Everybody know what 720 look like. Man, I'm talking about those are big size pixels. Okay, when you looking at 720, that's a little short away from 480p. You talking about 720. Okay, that's not that far from 720. And I'm here to tell you, it's some big pixel. Look at Vanquish. I love Vanquish for the PS3, but look at all the pixel. Fun game, but look at all the pixel on that game. So it's so much rumors going around. But my thing is this: I think Microsoft will continue to be in last place, because it don't matter how many studios you buy, if you not producing good product that people like, with beautiful graphics and everything else, people is not. I know Microsoft going for this long term thing, you know, which I don't understand too much right now. But with me, I'm not for the digital future. I'm not for the service future. I think service future taking more of that arcade spin. Back in the 80s when I used to play arcade game, you putting in a quarter. Now these days you have to turn around and purchase skins, and then not only skins, you probably end up later have to to buy levels, and that's not cool with me, and I'm not good with that. If Sony turn around and go full digital future, I don't even see them surviving. I'm just being straight honest about Sony. I don't even see them living if they go straight digital. It's bad enough they putting their games on PC, which Microsoft should be providing them PC owners themselves. But if Sony turn around and you heard it from me first, Sony go digital, I think it's game over, man. I think they should keep the formats in, or figure out a way for people to able to purchase their game and keep them. If they go in that digital future like that, I think they're not gonna survive in the gaming world. I'm just saying. But at this time being, Microsoft still in third place. I still thinking Activision deal won't change their fate. Cause when people want to keep their product, they want to keep it. Cause I said soon when Sony go digital, I'm out. That's the end of me. I'm going back to my retro games, what I've been playing, and all them other games that I purchased from Sony. I'm gonna go back and play them games, even the PS3 games that I still haven't played yet. But here and there, I got Elder Ring, and I still know but play a little of that game. So it's so much to go around. So I'm hoping that Sony make a right decision, but going full digital is suicide. And if I'm wrong, prove me wrong with Sony. Going digital is full throttle suicide. But hey, leave me your comments and your thoughts, what you think about this video. This is retro. And like I said, Microsoft will continue to be in that third place till they start creating some games that's better than Sony games. This is retro, and I'm out. One.